Hello everyone. I welcome you all for today's session on Digital Signal Processing Lab. Today we'll be covering one of the important concepts of discrete Fourier transform using MATLAB there. I am Mahadevas Khanderao, Assistant Professor, Department of ENC from Gaussian College of Engineering, Ramanagaram. Before going to the lab, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon for further details or go to the description for future reference. So in the current directory, we have to observe in which folder we are there. Okay. So here we have a DSP lab. Click on this DSP lab there. Now, whatever the files we are writing, the programs will be available in the DSP lab. Okay. Now, in this particular command directory, first click on the file here, right click new blank window, M file there. Okay. One of the MATLAB file gets open here with the .m extension file there. So here what happens is we can give the name DFT problem. Okay, with the extension of DFT problem M file there. Now click this file, a new window gets open there. Okay, so we can see the new editor window with a name given as DFT problem.m. Now here we have tried the DFT program. First, let us write the given question there with the help of a comment. Comment is given by a percentage symbol. So here we are going to solve n point DFT for the given sequence x of n, which is equal to 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0. Okay, and we are going to plot the graph of magnitude and phase. So first let us write the program. So here writing the program, x is equal to, since all the values are written in terms of a matrix, we'll write x is equal to 1 1 1 1 4 ones, then 4 zeros. Okay, then enter. Now let us find the length of this particular given sequence. N is equal to, we have a keyword in MATLAB, L-E-N-G-T, length of x, small x. This n will calculate the length of a given sequence, that is 8 there. Now we need to find the DFT. So that's the advantage of MATLAB there. In DFT, we are going to write a capital X, which is equal to, we have a keyword that is in MATLAB written in small case, FFT, fast Fourier transform with round bracket, small x comma, what is the length. So this is the advantage of writing the MATLAB program of a DFT there. In one line, we are going to get the result. So we are going to get the values of a MATLAB there. Let us see what is the DFT values, what we have got it. X is equal to there. So if you observe, x is given as 4 ones and 4 zeros. By default, it has calculated n as 8. After the DFT, we have got the all the 8 values, which is 4, 1 minus 2.414, that is minus 2.4142 I, 0, 1 minus 4, 0.4142 I, 0, 1 plus 0.4142 I, 0, 1 plus 2.4142 I there. So this is the DFT value of the given sequence. Now let us find the magnitude value and the phase value. So I'm using a keyword magnitude is equal to ABS is the keyword in the MATLAB with a round bracket for the capital X, the DFT value, and then we need to calculate phase value. I'm using a phase is equal to, here keyword is angle, ANGL, angle, round bracket capital X. Okay, now save this file and execute it. So let us see what is the value of a magnitude and phase response of the given DFT values there. Okay, how to calculate this magnitude? Magnitude is square root of real part plus imaginary part. So these are the values what we have got. The square root of real part square. So here 4 square is what? Square root of 4 square is 4. So that's why we have got 4 here. So like this we can calculate the magnitude value. Phase value is what? Imaginary part divided by the real part. So we are getting the respective value what we have there. Okay. Now let us plot the graph of this particular magnitude and phase with the help of a STEM instruction. So before plotting, we need the index value. First, let us write the index value. Capital K is equal to 0 colon in the increment of 1 colon n minus 1, the highest value. Okay. And then we have to plot the graph, whether we want a discrete or a continuous signal. Now, discrete, since we are doing a discrete Fourier transform, let us use the instruction STEM there. STEM gives the discrete result, which is index value, that is x-axis, comma, magnitude we want to display, magnitude. Okay, now let us give the title for this one, which is TITLE, title. For displaying that particular graph, it is written in single quotation. Magnitude response is the title what I am giving. I want to give the label for the x-axis. Keyword is x label, single quotation, index value K. Amplitude value as y label in single quotation, that is magnitude. Value. Okay. Now this is for a one graph. Okay, now let us see the result. Run. Okay. Now we can see here that we have got a magnitude response in the figure window there, with the title given as magnitude response, index value of K, and magnitude value. So we have 8 values, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. Okay. Now similar way, we need to get a waveform for the phase response. Now to display two figures in one window, so before STEM instructions, we have to use one more instruction called as subplot. So subplot gives us how many figures we want in a single window there. Okay, now we need two figures. So I'm taking it as 2 rows, 1 column, figure number 1. So I'm using this particular one statement, that is subplot 2 rows, 1 column, figure 1 for magnitude response. Same way we need to plot for the phase response. I will copy this line and I will paste it here. I will name this one as figure 2, and I will use this instead of magnitude, I will use this as phase. Okay, now let us see the result. So here I have to change the magnitude to phase response, phase value. Before going to that, okay, save it and run. Okay, now let us see the result, how it is visible on the figure window there. Okay, now we can easily see that we are able to view the two figures, one for the magnitude response, another for the phase response. We already seen the result in a command window there. Now we are seeing the result with the help of a graph. So magnitude graph and a phase graph there. Okay. So in this way, we have to execute the MATLAB program for the DFT there. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon, or go to the description window for further notification there. Thank you.